Hello everyone, my name is Angeline Linya, and this is an introduction video to Queens and Kings Charity Program. And I have a few questions here, if you'll allow me, that I just wrote so that it will be easier for me to answer every question that some of you had and to make it a bit clear or what you're doing and what the program is about. So first of all, I just want to thank everyone that took part in being a volunteer to this program, everyone that allowed themselves to be a part of this. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth your while, and it will be worth everything that you believe in. If you believe in giving, if you believe in second chances, if you believe that there's someone meant in this world to make it easier for you or to just make it worthwhile for you, then I'm sure if you give to these kids all this, if you give hope, if you give your time, if you give your donations, if you give your marketing skills, any skills that you will put into this that will give back to the kids, I'm sure it will come back to you. So I'll save my time and your time by going straight into the video. So the purpose of the video is interaction, because I just can't be sending videos of illustrations and words. It's like I'm just putting data into you guys and you do not know me. So for clarity, I'll just take you through a few things. If this brings up any more questions, kindly send them to me. I will be very glad to answer them. So first and foremost, the school we're not the school per se, but the organization that we'll be looking at. This organization is not the only organization I'm hoping to help, or it's not the only organization that this program is hoping to work on, but it is an organization that will give us an insight of what happens there, what do the kids go through, what is the procedure, what is needed, how many caregivers are needed. Are these caregivers just volunteers? Are they professionals? And if they're professionals, what equipment do they need? What tools do they need to make this more effective on the victims? So that is a few things that we will learn as we go, because for me, I was hoping that if at a point we can raise enough money to even come up with our own organization that helps these kids, helps all other victims, not just the kids, but even victims who grew out of it, to come back and tell us how did they do it, to come back and show these kids it is possible to be out of it. It is not a permanent situation. It is not a permanent sentence that this trauma should walk with you forever and that the society will stigmatize you forever. So I'd like to come up with a space whereby I'm learning, because for me, I'm not a professional in any of this. I'm not a professional with kids. I'm not a professional with psychology, but I'm just a well-wisher. Like, I have kids of my own, and I just want to be in the shoes of parents who don't know what to do next. I want to be in the shoes of kids who don't know if this is the end of their world. And I just wanted you guys to join me to make this a little bit clear, and maybe there's something I've seen that I can help, and that's just it. And if you go there and if you're part of this, there's something else you'll see and you'll tell me, Angie, you can add this here to make this work. So maybe you can also know a professional who can come on board, but that is a long term. From 1st of September to 31st of December, these are the procedures that we'll have. So for the 120 days, which is from 1st September to 30th of December, we're going to have an active campaign whereby we're just campaigning for the donations. And the donations, we're having food, we're having clothes, we're having beddings, anything that you can think of donating. For those who want to donate financially, they can do as low as 50 bob, 100 bob, whatever they can send, just let them come in, because it is the wanting to help that counts, not how much you've helped actually. It is just the fact that you just want to be there for them today. It really makes a difference, because these are the kids we're leaving our next generations to, and we don't want to leave them in the hands of people who are, we ourselves, really tormented at their young age. We don't want to leave these people with traumas that we are the ones who inflicted in them. Yet we can reverse it. We can't change the past, but we can reverse it now. So the things you're going to be bringing are food, clothes, beddings, anything, finances, whatever you can bring. But for now, being that it is still earlier before we can go to the day when we are going to see the kids, I'll strictly just tell you, avoid things like perishable foods, okay? And if you're going to have perishable foods, this will mean we will have to be sending a group there at least twice a month. Though if we have anything perishable, we can just send it there. And the facility is located at Machakos, and we will be allocating different groups every 2 weeks to just go and check on the kids and to have a follow-up of what is needed, because a report will be made also of this to clearly show and account for everything, which organizations donated, how much did they donate, how much was used and in what and by who, and if anything will be purchased, how much was it purchased for, where, and did it reach the facility, and for everything else that will be pushed to the next program, how much is it and what is it to do. So I think we will need to account for this to the least. If it is a sock that was donated, did it get to the facility? So we're going to be working with a lady called Leah. She is one of the reverends there, and I remember when I spoke to Leah, whatever moved me to the point that I wanted to really do this is when Leah told me they've had a case of a 2-month infant that was brought in that she was raped. And I was like, what? 2 months? And that was so sad. Like, thinking that my daughter is 1.8 years right now, 1 year, 8 months, and I can't even just think someone being that cruel to put her in such a situation. I was like, 2 months. Now that became personal for me. Now that felt like, okay, just wait a minute. Someone needs to give the love as a mother. Someone just needs to tell them, you know what, Mama, it's fine. It happened. It was not because of your fault. It was not because of something you did, but it was just because that's how the society is. But that is just one side of the society. There's this side of the society whereby we love you, we accept you, we will walk with you, and we will ensure that nothing limits you from whoever you are. You will achieve every single thing that you've put for yourself. You will achieve your greatest bar. So this school is called Terry's Child Support and Youth Resource Center. It is in Machakos County, Kaviani Road, and it is a GBV rescue center. So currently right now, they may be having around 94 children, but they've helped over 7,000 plus children. And with this campaign, I won't even limit myself anymore to Terry's Child Support Youth Center only. At this point, I want to reach out to everyone. At this point, I want to get to even those people who moved on. If you know someone, if you are someone who has a story, tell me how you came out of it, because that's what we want the kids to do. If you had the capability to grow out of it, to forgive the people who inflicted this pain to you, if you yourself had the story we really need that story. And if you know someone who was the story, who is still the story, we want to know, after all this, how is she writing her story? How is she here? Because so many people, so many of these kids grow up and it has really affected them mentally, that we end up losing them at a very young age before they achieve their potential selves, before they can get to be whom they were destined to be. We just end up losing people to suicide. As simple as something they feel like they have to live with, as, as, as small as being rejected by your family, the people that you trusted the most. And it gets as sad as even a family member, someone that you felt safe with, is the one who inflicted this pain in you. And now you're feeling like you're not going back to someone who put you through this, but you're going back to people who will side with this person and still inflict stigma on you. So far I have 15 volunteers and I have one extra. I'll send a PDF of all the names and everyone who's taking part in this. And that is why I was saying accountability will be very key. Because I feel like if such programs can be documented, if such programs can be accounted for, it will be easier for someone else to pick it up from Queens and Kings charity program and continue from there. It will be easy, because for me right now I feel like it's a bit hard because I don't have, maybe I've not searched well, but I feel like right now I don't have things to help me. I don't have tools. I don't have people who've done these things to work with me. It's just me and my heart of giving back. It's just me and the fact that I feel, oh my God, these kids need people. That's all I have. It's just me and my drive. But if we can document these things, some people say fundraising ni kitu nafaa tu kufanya kutoka kwa roho na usahau. I don't want it to be forgotten. I don't want whatever we are doing to end with 2023. At sasa first we are starting on a new page. No, I want us to be people who are remembered, who made a difference. I want us to be remembered for inspiring other people's, other organizations to be able to know that what can we give back to the society. And sometimes we just don't need to give people things. At times we can give people our time. At times we can give people our affection. At times we can just hold someone's hand and tell them, you feel safe with me and I know what you went through and I'm not judging you for it. And I am whoever I am today and I'll make you be anything that you want to be tomorrow. And for me, that is what I feel like this program is about. And that is what I want this program to be remembered for. The affection that was given, the hope that was given, the work that was put in it, the dedication that 15, 16, 17 people put in it. And that is what I want the rest of the world to join us in, to make a difference. I want to put my foot down because I can't change the mind of beasts from doing this to kids. I can't change what already happened, but I can change these kids' minds today to believe that they still have they have all the space to grow. These kids I really believe in kids. This becomes personal because even me as a kid, I was meant to believe, you're just a kid. But kids have great things. If I was just a kid, would I be doing this right now? If someone suppressed me when I was younger, would I believe in myself to hold such a huge charity like this? A charity that is worth more than 6 million. A charity that is worth more than just even 20 million kids feeling loved, feeling hope. I feel like kids need to be told they're worth it when they're kids. Kids need to see us walking that path of us, not just talking to them, but we need to walk that path and reassure them. We believe in you. You are the seeds we are growing today for tomorrow. You see, because domestic violence is increasing throughout. Don't you think that these are hearts that were not looked at when they were still young? Don't you think that these were traumas that were not dealt with when they were still young? How comes we're having a rise in single mothers? Where are these fathers going? Is there something that they lacked then that the people then could have looked at and made a difference? I won't get into so much, but I just wanted to send this video out, at least to have us be on the same page. This charity is a charity that is working and will work for the better good. And to cut long story short, t-shirts will be printed, magazines will be made. We will make sure that we are as loud as we should be. I will make sure that this charity is felt, not just here in Kenya, but we will be an example to all other countries, all other organizations, that it is from us that we give hope to the other people. And these things will be documented so that the people coming after us that will want to do the same change, to show them that it is possible, to show them the few steps we made, to show them the mistakes we've made so that they don't make the same mistakes. So if you feel like you have someone who can make a banner, someone who can make a t-shirt, if you're the one who's making t-shirts, reach to me, tell me, I'm assigning, I can do this, and I'll assign you that. And from there you'll get a business. From there you'll get a business. From there you'll get an insight of what this is about, and from there you'll have helped just not a child but a whole community. You'll have helped a whole generation. And for that, I don't want to send a whole video for the whole day. It's not a movie. I really thank you all for being here, and it is just amazing how it's women. You know, I put it out there, queens and kings, but I'm so glad that queens came out stronger, because queens are mothers. Whether you have children or not, whether you're hoping to have children or not, queens, we are mothers. We are the ones who fix the society, because the society comes from us. But we are the ones who carry the society in us. We are the ones who nurture the society, from it just being a small seed to being a whole human. And with that said, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I hope this video will impact you in some way.